Hello and welcome back, or welcome to Team Lotus, our F1 Manager series. We are back with another stream today as we are already on round 6 of this 2025 season. And we are heading to Miami in this one. So I hope you're all doing well. Looking forward to a good race. And if you've not seen it already, something special is going on here. That's right, we're on pole position. I don't know what's happening. These upgrades that we bought last time out that secured us second place in Jeddah for Danny Ric has secured us pole in Miami. Although I must temper expectations a little bit because we got an almighty toe, did Ricciardo, off Lawson. And he set that time was about 7 tenths quicker than anyone else to claim that pole. But it is a pole position nonetheless. But as I say, that is because we got a good toe off Liam Lawson. We did a lot of design work early on here, but we're not going to be doing design work for probably most of the season now because the regulation changes are so heavy for 2026. So there might be a few podiums on the cards for us across the next few races, but then I expect us to drop off back towards sort of 5th place fighting for Aston Martin. But could we potentially fight for our first victory in this series today with Danny Ric? You viewed, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're well. So yeah, could we fight for our first victory? Danny Ric on pole. The other thing that you may have seen here is some wet tyres, and that's because we've got rain. So if we go into this, from around about lap, was that 18? The rainfall is going to start, and it will switch over to wet somewhere between sort of lap 20 to 23. So medium tyre is the way to go. Soft, you could just about do it, but the medium does work out better. So it's going to be the same strategy for both drivers, starting on the medium, then crossing over to wet weather tyres, full wet. And let's jump in, shall we, and start this Miami Grand Prix. Wow, pole for Ricciardo. Good to hear you viewed. Yeah, a pole. Yeah, the car has been much improved with these upgrades. As I say, I don't think it will last too much longer, but he did get an almighty toe off Liam Lawson that gave him about an extra second's worth of pace. So we'll see if we can maintain it. Let's see how we go. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're jumping in, do like the stream. Really helps me out. Let's kick off and start this one out, shall we?
With the Miami Grand Prix.
Look at that, it's a Team Lotus on pole for the first time.
And it's lights out.
As we get underway in Miami, Verstappen is in second. Ricciardo pulls away nicely. Good clean start. And we can't forget about Liam Lawson, who is in 7th place as well. So that's the best start. We've got a yellow flag straight away. We've got a safety car straight away. Wow. Gasly and Ocon, the two Frenchmen, no longer teammates, but their hatred runs strong, it looks like. What has happened here then?
Yeah, that's it, guys. I got hit.
I think Ocon was the one doing the hitting because he's in the Williams and he's absolutely smashed into the back of Gasly. Ocon's, yeah, didn't really fancy it today.
Safety car, safety car.
Right, let's just turn everything down.
A little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
This should just be Ocon sitting on the track, I'd imagine. Yeah, Ocon and Gasly look like they're both out of the race then. Ex-teammates, no love lost.
And you can keep working with your brakes.
And that's maybe one of the earliest safety cars we've ever had. Well, you have Red Bull Racing's old tech boss, McLaren's chief. Yeah, we've got Pierre and Peter. And we've also got a new sporting director from Ferrari. So we wanted to have a look at replacing our sporting director because it was a sort of AI-generated one. Not an actual sporting director. And when I had a look, which will be out on this episode when we release it, the ex-Aston Martin and Ferrari sporting directors currently had no jobs or no contracts. So we've jumped on that and made a massive upgrade in the sporting director position as well. So Team Lotus very much on the up and up. As I say, I don't expect this pace to last across probably for the next few races, but then we'll be fully on to research. As Ocon's got a 10-second time penalty that will be applied as a grid penalty next time out. Then 10 seconds. That's in the mainstream at the moment. 10-second penalties, isn't it? What did we think of that at the weekend, Max Verstappen? I mean, to be fair, I'm unbiased and being a McLaren fan. Trying to be should I repeat that? I try to be unbiased, but I am a McLaren fan, so that's why it's good to let it stew a day. But I think the first one on Lando, to be fair to Max, I'm not quite sure why that was a 10-second and not a 5-second, because everything else across the last few Grand Prix has been a 5-second penalty. Crazy Kai, why is there a safety car? Ocon has just gone into the back of Gasly's gearbox. Yeah, the first one on Lando, I don't know why that was a 10-second compared to all the other penalties, to be fair to Max. The second one was a bit chaotic from Max, so I can understand why that was a 10-second. Right, let's forward on a bit, just till this safety car comes in. Should be in pretty soon, I think, because we're all grouped up. It looks like it's cleared. My team arrows will be sorted at some time to stream once my real-world life is sorted better. Sounds good, you viewed. Whatever you got to do, buddy. Keep yourself happy. Wait, Daniel P1. Yes, Daniel is P1. He got a massive toe in qualifying thanks to Lawson. We weren't able to repeat it. We wanted to do it for Lawson as well, but we had a Mercedes jump in the way of us. But that toe has helped secure first place for Ricciardo. I think Lando's too respectful to Max. The problem is Lando's not in the position... He's in the position that he has to be respectful to Max. If Lando was leading the championship, he could just leave his car on track and let them collide effectively. But Max is the one that can do that. He's in the points advantage, so obviously if there's an accident, they both retire, as I said before. It benefits Max.
You can use overtake if you need.
Okay.
BB or Bebe, hi buddy. I hope you're well. Yeah, Lando needs to believe. Yeah, I think Lando has got a lot to learn about fighting Max, though. I think he's a bit of a unique proposition. Right, when will Danny Ric then decide to bolt? We're 4 laps in. We've not had any racing, really. Safety car has ended. Safety car is in. Now with Daniel Ricciardo now. Probably, I would say, leave it as late as possible, Danny Ric, but he's gone. So we're already down to 20 runners. Just 4 laps in. And that's before the rain hits. Now, big news in the Driver Championship here. Bottas was knocked out in Q2. He leads the Drivers' Championship. As you see, he's bogged down there in 14th. Max could, and the rest of the drivers, to be fair, it's not just between him and Max, but he could take a good dent out of that championship today. Van Dorn's locked up. He's at the back of the field now. Lando's on the softs, and that has worked out very well for Lando because the softs were touch and go to get to the wet weather. But with 4 laps under the safety car, he'll certainly make those last. As Max looks like he's going to have a go on us here. No DRS, of course, for this first lap here. Van Dorn gets worse for him after a lockup. He's now got a mechanical fault. Max having a look on the inside, but Piastri thinking about it on the inside on Max here. As Perez has got a mechanical fault, we've got another yellow flag.
Okay.
Okay, now we have a
Lawson's up to 6th. No, he's down to 7th. Sonoda's locked up. It's all going on here in Miami.
Cars as they head into turn 10. The wheels just lock up there. What caused that, I wonder?
Big lockup from Yuki.
I could do it.
Alonso's past Lawson.
Okay, so let's just catch up.
Right, looks like Max is going to make the move here on us, but that's fine if we can just stay with him in our DRS here. DRS will be activated across this next lap.
Honestly, I don't think we can.
I don't know if you're BB or Bebe, but I'm saying both, and thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
you is Piastri.
Right, we filter back into 2nd. Now we just need to stay within 1 second of Verstappen here. DRS is now enabled, so we'll get that coming up to this DRS zone here. Yeah, I get that, but we both know in Austin, if Max were fighting Oscar, they probably would have crashed out of either of them finishing that. Is what I could see Oscar take no prisoners. Yeah, no, I definitely see that, but as I say, because I think it's Lando, it's mental, isn't it? He knows he's mental games in terms of he knows he's so many points behind and he can't keep his car in there, but I think if he had a points advantage, he could keep his car in there because if Max squeezes him out and they crash, they both retire. It's Max's fault, plus it works out for Lando, but...
Understood.
But yeah, I do think Lando's got to be a bit more aggressive. I did think he was more aggressive in Mexico, to be fair, than he was at Kota. Right, we have got to be careful of tyres. We don't want to wreck these.
And try to cool down the tires while you can. It's slightly coming up.
Right, Ricciardo, DRS open then. Are we going to make the move on Max Verstappen? DRS very, very effective round this track, and it's hard to break that DRS. So we get 3 stabs of it here. So we're past Max there, but Max will get it straight back on the start-finish straight.
Nice.
Good job.
Lawson is nearly a second behind Alonso, which has just got to watch as Max is going to retake the position on the outside. It's hard to watch both drivers here, but yeah, Lawson...
Yep. This is my pace.
Gonna have to deploy a bit. There's quite a few mechanical faults developing, is there? Sainz now, Perez and Van Dorn, I think, down here.
Copy.
Right, we probably want to go back aggressive with Ricciardo. We definitely don't want to drop out of the DRS there. So lap 7 already. That seems to have gone very quickly indeed. And here we go again. I think this is going to be a bit of a squabble until the rain hits, really. Now, the good thing for us is... Well, I say good thing, but... What have we got here? Now the lead. Yeah, we've got 3 seconds between Ricciardo and Lawson. So we can double stack. Whereas the McLarens wouldn't be able to. The Red Bulls probably would. Yeah, McLaren would be hampered if they have to double stack. So they either lose time double stacking when the rain hits, if it stays like this, or they leave a driver out. Right, Lawson has got past Sainz somewhere
We
here.
should be able to take a look here. Now we're watching the action closely here. It's
Well, this
there
is
for the
very
taking.
nice from Lawson. We've not seen much of him because we're trying to manage
And the
Ricciardo
overtake
out,
is made.
out in front. But Lawson is up to 5th. I think he's made another move there. Has he not on Alonso?
Well done. P5, P5.
All right. Ricciardo then. Here we go again. Verstappen back past us. This group of 4 breaking away a little bit though from Alonso.
Copy.
But as I say, McLarens will be hampered if they stay this close until the rain hits. Has that changed at all? No, still around lap 8, 17, 18 it will start. I just want to have a look at what those issues were for Sainz. ERS, so Sainz could be very slow later on. Perez's gearbox. Van Dorn, it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Engine. Here we go again then. Ricciardo. Back out in front. F1 Racer, hello buddy, hope you're well. Thanks for jumping back in.
Okay, be smart and patient.
Charles is back past Lawson. Lawson is just going to be in a bit of a DRS battle there. Which looks good for Lawson though, because it's 4.5 to Stroll from Russell in 10th to Stroll in 11th. Bottas is slowly coming through the pack. I think he's made 1 position.
Yep, understood.
I'm doing very well, F1 Racer. Thank you. Hope you're doing well.
We okay on temperatures?
And of course, Sainz has got that ERS problem. It's 1.5 seconds to Sainz now. 2 seconds. As here comes Max again. Max back through. I'm not using the battery too much here because I just know I haven't got enough pace to pull away. In those 3 DRS zones, it's just so difficult to pull away on this track. So we're just better off staying as we are until the rain hits, and then hopefully we'll remove one McLaren out of this fight of 4. Although Charles Leclerc might be making it 5, and he's bringing Alonso with him and Lawson, so we'll see. Doing well as well. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. Yeah, I get that Lando is the one chasing. Lauren, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. But you need a few more results, such as we had on Sunday, if Lando's going to mount that title challenge. You kind of need a Lando win, Piastri up there and the Ferraris in between. You need Lando winning and Max finishing 4th or 5th across the next couple of weekends, and then it gets very spicy for the last couple of races of the season. Ricciardo then, same again. Who's your favourite driver? I'm more of a team person, so McLaren is the team for me, so I would say Oscar Piastri and Lando are my drivers. What about yourself? As we continue to battle Max. Let's big up same. Good to hear. Perez's fault getting worse. Sainz's fault has cleared. And we've broken away momentarily from Piastri, so it's a fight between 3 here. Lando's soft still in really good condition. And Lawson's still in 7th. He's got 3 seconds now to Hamilton. I wonder if we can just go standard a bit with Lawson. I want to make sure we make these tyres last.
Copy.
Needs K-Mag to upset Max Verstappen. Well, you never know. If they get to Abu Dhabi and there's a chance of Lando winning, there might be Hamilton accidentally taking Max out.
Be careful there.
There's been another crash. Yellow flag. No safety car this time. Ooh, Carlos Sainz. Is there contact here? There is. Very minor contact. Sainz being a little bit dramatic about it. With George Russell there. But yeah, Bottas is not really making great strides, is he, back there? Right, I wonder if we could try and have a little push with Ricciardo. We kind of need Max to get past us here, though. Actually, we've got a bit of a gap on Max here.
Keep pushing.
Russell Sainz, no penalties given for that instant. Alright, we're going to try and push, but we've basically got these few corners to get a second before we get to that DRS. It's not going to happen. Max is all over us. Has Max suddenly started pushing as well at the same time there? Because... Alright, we may as well...
That's currently P1. Max coming now.
May as well cool that off because we weren't going to get the full second there.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Okay, understood.
So Max back in the DRS. Piastri's rejoined the battle. And here goes Max on the inside. Let's hope for no accident. Another yellow flag.
Update on tires when you can.
Lots of incidents so far in this Grand Prix. Only 11 laps in. Yuki Tsunoda, who's already
So we're
locked
heading
up.
now into turn 5. Just a
He's now
bit
ran
too
wide.
at that point.
That's not too
Fighting.
bad though for Yuki. If you're dropping into the stream and you like it, please do give a like. Really do appreciate it. Well, K-Mag, it would be an IndyCar C and McLaren, wink wink, maybe, because we did give him a chance. Yeah, maybe McLaren are building a stable of drivers to help them out. K-Mag to go in the IndyCar, so he's got a duty. Lewis Hamilton, ex-McLaren, and his feud with Max in Abu Dhabi previously. Carlos Sainz because of his bromance with Lando. It's going to be some kind of sabotage mission against Max. Right, it's now Lando in second. And Charles has dropped about 2 seconds back. Rain, I think it's moved one lap later now, potentially, but still around that lap 18. But yeah, that would be some kind of scene, wouldn't it, if Lewis crashed, had an incident with Max in the final race that won Lando the championship. Oh dear. Pandemonium. Right, Lando's going to make the move on Ricciardo. Max has just fallen a second out, so can ourselves and Lando try and move out? Although I think Max still had DRS, so although he's a second out, he wasn't before the... he still got the DRS detection before that second out, so it's very hard to break that DRS round here. We probably want to go aggressive. We do want to stay with Lando here.
You're good to push.
This straight is the one. Look, we're nearly a second back ourselves here. But look how much we'll gain by the time we get to this corner. So it does drop to a second. So it's 1.2 there. By the time we get to the corner, it nearly took 4 attempts out. So it gained us 4 attempts. But Lando's definitely pushing, trying to break this 1 second. But you get another DRS here, and that's why it's so difficult to break DRS. Lando sets the fastest lap. We've got DRS, and we used a bit of battery, and we're back within half a second of him.
You're on fire.
And Lawson,
Let's take a look at the replay.
doing some good work down
Watching
there.
the action closely here. The
He's having a battle
opportunity
with
begging to be
Leclerc
taken.
and Alonso, I think, who's this group of cars behind this top 4.
And the overtake is made.
So Lawson's having a good little race there. They've, yeah, got 3 seconds still to Hamilton, so Lawson might be on for at least 7th if it carries
I
on.
can do it.
Okay.
Tyres are still okay for both drivers. Right, it's now Piastri in 3rd. There's 1.1 seconds to Piastri, but is he going to push it back into our DRS here, or can ourselves and Lando try and break away? And Danny Ric not happy sitting behind Lando. We're going to try and make the move here. We don't want to slow each other up too much because I prefer to build the gap on Piastri and Verstappen. And Lando's still got a chance of that inside line. But we make it work. Ricciardo back into the lead. But Norris got a great chance of just getting that straight back here because, as I say, this is the main DRS zone here. So Lando should be straight back past us here. 1.2 to Piastri. He's not got DRS, so he might get a bit of a slipstream. If not, he's going to lose out here. Lando going outside here. OBX fans, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. And Ricciardo, now he gets DRS back, so he can return the favour. 1.6 to Verstappen, who gets past Piastri. We're going to try around the outside of Lando. Come on, Danny Ric. Lovely work, but this is just going to keep swapping between these two.
You're doing a very
Talk
good
about
job.
sabotage. I think something happened where
that's currently,
Leclerc got more updates than
P1.
Sainz. I'm not saying it happened, but I wouldn't blame Ferrari to do that because, well, Sainz was near the top table but fell away. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Carlos was okay in Mexico, but yeah, what about that instant for Charles? That was a good save. He nearly completely lost it into the wall, didn't he, with Lando breathing down his neck. That was definitely a brown pants moment for him. Jack Brannan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. So we continue to battle away. Unfortunately, Piastri and Verstappen have squeezed back into the DRS here. Lawson is up to 5th.
Let's take a closer
So
look.
Lawson's back to... he's past Alonso, but he's in his own little battle that's going to keep swapping and changing with Alonso and Charles here. But this is definitely Lawson's strongest race of the season. Danny Ric had the upgrades last time out to get in P2, and Lawson's got them on the car as well this time out. Hattie, hello, how's it going? P1, yes, we are P1. We're in a battle for a win today. For the first time ever in this series. And we're stopping design work very shortly on this car, so we've got to make the most of it. So we might have a little chance of some wins and podiums across the next few races, and then we'll probably drop off. So we shall enjoy it while we can. But it looks at the moment a battle between 4 for this victory here in Miami, between Daniel Ricciardo, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen. As Lando Norris is back on the inside, looks like Ricciardo's just going to hold on to that. But yeah, it's 6 seconds now back to Alonso in 5th. As I keep saying, the McLarens, they are going to have a bit of an issue when it rains though. Because they'll have to double stack or leave one out and they're going to lose time there. Jack Brannon, how have you got Hamilton in Ferrari Lotus car? This is F1 Manager 24, Jack. So in the second season, it's hard-coded into the game where Hamilton goes to Ferrari. And also in the game, you can create your own team. So we have created Team Lotus. Verstappen dropping down a little bit there. Good to hear, Atty. Good to hear. Yeah, Verstappen's momentarily dropped out, but looks like he's coming back into it now. And Hamilton has joined the fight with Lawson, Alonso and Charles.
P5, P5.
Oh, that's insane. Good to watch this, to be honest. Loving it. Good to hear, Jack. Thanks for the support, buddy. Right, has the rain changed? No. Still on course to start at lap 18, so we're getting very close to that.
Temps actually look good.
Okay.
Tomorrow's Calpus game. Good, Atty. Good. Good luck. Is that the hockey, if I remember correctly? Sainz has got a mechanical fault again. I wonder if that's the same one. He was struggling with ERS earlier on. Daniel Ricciardo going defensive, but we're not... Well, we don't mind fighting this, but we're just going to keep swapping positions here until the rain hits. Ando lost a bit of time there. I just wonder if we could have a little bit of a push. He lost a few seconds there. And it might be worth just trying to build... No, Lando's definitely pushing back because he lost that time. It's up to 7 temps. This is detection zone, though. There's the detection zone. I think he was still in it, wasn't he? Is the rear wing going to open? No, Lando's rear wing does not open. Lando has fallen out of DRS there. Might be momentarily. Momentarily? That's a new word. Put it in the dictionary. It might not last long though. We're 1 point... Oh, it's Piastri's past Norris. Let's use a bit of battery. Let's try and... We'll be out of this DRS here, but they will get a nice tow.
Okay, good job, well done.
The other problem you get is because these have got DRS, so they're sort of quicker anyway, because Lando now have DRS, which gives him better top speed. And then he'll drag... If he gets past Piastri, that drags him to Ricciardo. So that's why it's so hard to stay out of the DRS. Look, they're nearly back into it. And we've used all our batteries, so... And they're back in the DRS. So, there you go. That's an example of how difficult it is just to stay out of the DRS around Miami.
Don't worry.
Flying Finn. Ricciardo versus old teammate. Yeah, Ricciardo... Well, Verstappen's dropped down a bit there now, hasn't he? Right, so we are very close. Well, it doesn't say the rain is incoming quite yet, but it should be. In the next couple of laps, we should have rain. Norris has dropped 2 seconds off Piastri here. Is he having to manage those softs? Is he worried that the rain's not going to come and he's got to save a bit of tyre life, perhaps? Because Verstappen looks like he's going to sail past him. But of course, Norris, the only one on the soft tyres on the whole grid. Is that now going to cost him? Because we now have 2.4 seconds.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
P11, Bottas. Yeah, Bottas is struggling. He got knocked out of Q2. He's championship leader in this series. He's got work to do, Bottas. Damage limitation for him today. Still a good chance of points, though. When are you live again? Every Tuesday and Friday. So we stream this series every Tuesday and Friday, 7:15. I was going to say BST, but we're back on GMT now, aren't we? So yeah, 7:15 PM GMT. So every Tuesday and Friday. So we'll be back on Friday to stream the next race in this series. Right, Ricciardo, we want to make sure we're staying in this DRS.
On click overtake, please.
I think we'll be fine actually there. Verstappen looks like he's going to rejoin us, but Norris, yeah, 2.4 now. So I wonder if Norris is just struggling on those soft tyres now. Right, lap 18, so the rain should be hitting at any time now. Let's see if it's moved on a little bit. Oh, it has. It's pushed a lap to lap 19 now, so that's bad news for Lando Norris. It's okay for us. We've got good tyre life as is. Piastri's at 50%, so Alonso 47. So some of these will have to be careful if the rain keeps getting delayed.
And we keep an eye on the tire temperatures. We will keep an eye on tire temperatures.
Okay.
Verstappen, yeah, still hasn't got back to us though, has he? And there is a few gaps forming now. So Charles Leclerc's pulled a bit of a gap on Alonso and Lawson. Hamilton's still with us there as they continue to battle. And Ricciardo making his move again on Oscar Piastri here. I mean, the good thing for McLaren is they've now got that gap to double stack. Not good news for us, but it's now, what, 5 seconds between Piastri and Norris. So they can double stack. We want to try and...
Charge on.
That's fine. What I'm going to do here is just save a bit of tyre, because we don't want to bring Verstappen into it, though, if we can help it. As Lawson is getting past Alonso again. These two are having a great little ding-dong, it looks like. Not that we're watching it, because we're trying to manage Ricciardo out front. Liam Lawson is back into 6th place. So he's battling with Hamilton Alonso. So 6th to 8th is looking good for Lawson at the moment. Ricciardo, I'm just trying to save a bit of tyre life. And Piastri will get back past us here. But we're just trying to build the battery back up and some tyre life. Lando's down to 39%. He needs rain. Lando Norris needs rain big time. Right, there goes Oscar. Right, rain is expected in 3 minutes' time.
Tyres have taken a bit of a hit.
You're fine. Your tyres are fine, Danny Ric. I think Norris is going to drop off the pace significantly here. He's going to have to go conserve or light, or he's have to box early for wets. Sainz's fault is getting worse as Ricciardo's going to move back past Oscar Piastri here. Oscar will get us straight back here. Actually, he's going to get DRS there, so we don't want to...
Charge off, charge off. And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
I just want to have a look at Sainz's issue. Yeah, it's back. So he cleared that ERS issue, and now it's back. So Sainz will be very slow as well. It is getting darker on track, so I think the rain is very close. Lando is definitely now saving some tyre life. He's dropped 4 seconds back on Verstappen. Verstappen is 3 seconds behind us here. We can...
We look after the tires.
Yep.
I'm trying to get a full battery because in the rain, obviously DRS will be disabled, so we can get a full battery and just pull a few seconds on Piastri. It looks like going to be our closest competitor here. We might be on our way to a victory here. So...
We need to push.
Geraldo Christian, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, we just dropped a little bit too far back there.
Well done.
We have got the DRS open though. As Lawson continues to fight Hamilton. I'm not watching that battle, I do know, but I need to manage Ricciardo. I need to micromanage him here.
Let's go for a push. Charge off.
Understood.
Getting very dark now. Rain is going to start falling. Lando down to 36%. Leclerc has taken another second out of him as Daniel Ricciardo looking for the move on Charles here. On Oscar, sorry. We've lost a bit of time there because we were pushed out a little bit wide. Need to just stay in that DRS.
Okay for charge off now.
Okay.
Max is still within 2 seconds, so Max is not out of this. The rain, I think, is going to fall any second now. And there we go. We have rain.
Bit of
How
rain.
quickly
Copy that.
is it going to turn to wet here? Now this is the decision we've got.
P1. Behind is Piastri.
It is falling quickly. I think we boxed this lap. It's gone to 0.3 very quickly there. This is going to be make or break. Jack says next lap. It's nearly 0.5 though. I think it will be very wet if we leave it. I'm going to risk it. Let's hope it's the right decision.
Box, 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 box.
Oh, well, that's not great, is it?
Okay.
What's happened there?
box confirmed.
We've lost a good few seconds there. Alright, we've got to hope this works for us. I think it'll be fine for Lawson. It's now going to change. By the time we're out, it's going to change to damp. 2.7, that's fine for us.
Track will be clear.
Lawson in now.
Possible P7.
Where are these? Yeah, I feel maybe the next lap might have been the call, but it is now wet. The track is now damp. We need that old bog of Hammer Sam starting the pit lane again. Yeah, pit. Yeah, we did pit. It was really on the limit there. I think either lap you could have gone. Problem is we're going to burn these
Overtake
tyres up a
available.
little bit here because it's not completely wet.
Currently P9.
Here's Piastri. We've just got to hope that they're very slow now. We're 22 seconds off the lead. It's 21 seconds for a stop here. Piastri's not in yet. I've got to hope he's very slow around this final corner. Down to 21.6. Here we go. Got to hope he's very, very slow getting around this corner. I think he is. I think it's timid Piastri there. He's in the pits. 20 seconds to Ricciardo. Verstappen's in as well. Oh, we thought it was going to be close, but we're bogged down behind Alonso. You got to make the move there, Ricciardo. Oh, Danny Ric.
On the Hamilton has pitted.
That's poor from Danny Ric. I think that's going to cost us
Alonso
there.
in the pit lane. Alonso in the pit lane.
Piastri out. Here's Piastri. There's Ricciardo. Yeah, we're going to lose out. Verstappen is out. Right, we clear for Verstappen. But we lose out to Piastri. I think it would have been close, but we got stuck behind Fernando Alonso there on his dry tyres.
And try to cool down the tires while you can.
And we've burnt a bit of the tyre life up there as well. So what, we're 10% worse off on the tyres.
Okay.
So, not worked out brilliantly. For Lawson, though, he's up to P5. So I think it's worked out better for Lawson. Saving grace is that everyone else has to stop as well. Yeah. Hattie, bye, buddy. Thanks for dropping in again. Much appreciated. That's 2.6 to Piastri, though. 2.4 for Verstappen behind us. Lando lost a lot in that, didn't he, really?
Yeah, really heavy rain at the moment.
Right, there is Oscar Piastri. I'm trying to use some battery just to get up to him, but we're going to deplete it now.
Reminder on the battery.
Obviously, there's no DRS, but if we can make use of the tow, then we can save a bit of tyre and battery behind him. Well, that might be difficult to do now. It's 2.3 seconds now. Well, that was going to be close if we didn't get bogged down behind Alonso. I don't know why Danny Ric didn't pull out and just, yeah, go round there. He just got bogged down behind him. I think we're going to have to go back to neutral here because it's going to be a struggle. Yeah, Piastri is looking good here. Look at our tyres. They're not in good shape either compared to the rest of them. Because we put them on so early, the track was not that wet, so we burnt off a lot of rubber there. Lawson's going to have Charles Leclerc on him anytime now. We're just going to have to conserve some tyre life in this phase. From Racer, I'm back. Hello, buddy. Thanks for dropping back in. Yeah, I think we're just going to try and have to conserve some tyre life here. Because look at this. This is going to be really struggle to get these tyres to the end at this rate. Charles is getting ever closer to us. With Lawson, we might be able to use Leclerc's slipstream. Save a bit of tyre life. No, we'd certainly take 6th place with Lawson. That would be a good result. We're not even half race distance here. I mean, what would be good? It's going to be full. See, there's going to be a little bit of dip here. That might burn some more rubber off. This might be a struggle, you know, to save these wet tyres. It might be difficult. We're kind of just in a phase of the race where we can't really do much because we've not got the tyre life to push. We've not got much battery with Danny Ric. We're pushing on the fuel. Lawson, we've got some battery. But I'm tempted to let Charles go and try and use his slipstream just so we can get a bit of tyre life back. Because, yeah, if we have to pit again, that would be a little bit disastrous for us. Ricciardo, 3 seconds back on Piastri. Verstappen's 3 seconds back on him. They're sort of maintaining those gaps at the moment. Right, here is Charles, though. Very close to us now. Yeah, we've got 5 seconds for Alonso, so as much as I like 5th place, I don't want to fight too hard and it cost us 6th, if that makes sense. So I'd rather use Charles and get these tyres to the end of the race, because 6th place would be very nice indeed for Lawson. It's starting to balance out now, that tyre life. As I say, we could do with just using the slipstream of Charles and conserving a bit more. It's this little dip here I'm worried about in lap 40. Here we go then. Charles Leclerc. No DRS, of course, but he's slipstreaming down this back straight. Is he going to make a move? I think he's too far back. So Lawson continues for now. Max Verstappen is within nearly 2 seconds of Ricciardo now. But yeah, look at the tyre margin they've got on us. It's problematic here for us. Bottas looks like he's close to getting back into the points. Sainz struggling with that issue. If you're jumping into the stream, though, you like the stream, please do like it. It does really help me out. Try and get Ricciardo and Lawson over the line with a like or two. Well, Charles got up to us, but it's hard to overtake, of course, with no DRS. What happened? I don't know what you saw, F1 Racer. What happened with Sainz? Ah, okay, yeah, Sainz has got an ERS issue, so he is very slow. He's got no battery. Yeah, Alonso is closing the gap as well here. What we might need to just use a bit of battery with Lawson. Like to keep that to no less than, well, at least 3 seconds to Alonso, I'd say. So if we can just extend that a little bit again here. It's actually interesting to see how difficult that he's finding to get past us, Leclerc. Because it's such a long straight. You think the slipstream would still be pretty strong, but it's not really. It's more the DRS that makes that long straight effective. That 30, Ricciardo's 4 seconds off Piastri. I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to have the pace on Piastri just because coming in that lap early and getting hurled behind Alonso. If we could have maintained the lead, I think we would have been able to tactically battle for the win. But now we're 4 seconds back and we've used the tyre life. We've not got much tools to battle Piastri unless we went for an extra stop, which, yeah, is certainly not the way to go. I just ended my 3rd season, Caddy Flap GP, and I won the... And I won the world and lost by 1 point. We won the Constructors and lost the World Drivers' Championship with 1 point to max. Oh, heartbreak, F1 Racer. Heartbreak. Alright, so yeah, just using a bit of battery with Lawson. So Charles is staying with us, but we have put a second again on Alonso. Yeah, Ricciardo 4 seconds off Piastri, Max within 1.7. So it looks like we've got a fight on, potentially with Max for the podium, but it's looking strong for a good podium again for Ricciardo. Now I have Max with Sainz in one team. Very interesting. Your team? Alright, let's go back to neutral on the battery with Liam. 70%, that is a worry. Although Russell's down to 70%, so is Sainz. I think that's everyone who came in on that lap, isn't it?
So we are P5.
Looks like Charles having a little bit of a push here, though. Yeah, I just don't... There's be no point doing an extra stop, would there? What is it? 21 seconds you lose. But Ricciardo, if we stopped him, would come out... Yeah, between Hamilton and Alonso and Hamilton. It would just be too much work to do, I think.
Tires are in a good place.
Understood.
What are we doing? A 148.4. Lawson was going, yeah, 4 times quicker using a bit of the battery there, but Charles, very quick indeed. Is he going to make the move finally here? Charles Leclerc on the inside of Lawson. He does. That's been on the cards for a little while here. But we have now got that long straight, so I want to try a bit of the battery. But conserving a bit of tyre life, see if that works. Obviously, we don't get the greatest of exits.
Tyre management will be very important.
Copy.
Norris only 5 seconds up the road on this little battle.
Okay, no more management.
No, look, Charles, now he's cleared us. He's got good pace in that Ferrari. He's quicker than Lawson. So I think really our battle is with Alonso and Hamilton behind us. And then Max, who's very close to Daniel Ricciardo here.
We need to protect.
He's got 13% tyre advantage though, so has Piastri. It's very hard work there for Ricciardo. We're coming up to lap someone here. We are Van Dorn in the Alpine. We've got to hope that he doesn't get in our way here because Max is looking very punchy here. This Alpine needs to be getting out of the way. Oh, what is Stoffel Van Dorn doing here? No, he's just not moving. Right, finally he's out of the way. I was going to put Daniel Ricciardo in clean air there. But Ricciardo is going to be under immense pressure here from Max Verstappen. I don't think there's much we can do. The tyre advantage is such a significant advantage to Max. We don't really have the tools to fight it. We've not got much battery either. We've got Ricciardo on always defend, so he's trying his best. He needs to force him out a bit wide if he can. But look, 3% battery. There's not much we can do. We've got to just brake later into this first corner if we can. Max is going to stay in there. They're side by side. Let's hope this doesn't end in tears here. Daniel Ricciardo against his old teammate Max Verstappen.
Understood.
Danny Ric does not want to give up this P2. Max is still there on the rear axle.
Alrighty.
But Danny Ric looks like he survived just about for now.
At the moment, you're P2. Next car is Piastri.
Stephen, what season are you in? This is the second season, so round 6 of 2025. Right, Daniel Ricciardo survives for now. I am trying to fight Ricciardo harder than I did with Lawson and Charles. Kind of want Max to burn up his tyres a little bit. It is 9% now, so it has... They have been burnt up a little bit in that little squabble. You're going well, mate. Yes, we are. We're having a good start to 2025. Season 1, we started on the lowest settings in this series, so Season 1 was a struggle, but we got up to 7th in the end, was it, in the Constructors? Yeah, 7th in the end with 14 points. So nothing magnificent, but good design and research over the winter in design, and this car is looking pretty good. But we did go heavy design work early phase of this season, and we will drop that off, so we'll probably drop down to about the 5th quickest car, I think, in a few races' time. BB Bebe, thanks. Bye, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Right, so Ricciardo continues his squabble with Verstappen. Lawson's dropped 1.8 to Charles, but he's still got 4.4 on Alonso, so I'm quite happy with that. Tyres are coming back to where we'd expect, which is nice to see. Where was that stint? It was lap 38, 39, so we are getting to that. Just hope it doesn't dry out too much. It's not going to go to dry weather, but it might get down to 1 to 2 millimeters, which might start to burn these wets up a little bit. I think we survived the max onslaught for a little while there. Tyre advantage is now 9%. That's certainly reduced. And as we get the message that the rain is decreasing, so this is where we're going to have that little spell where it's going to be less wet. Yeah, so as I say, there's no chance of a two-stopper. It just wouldn't work. Alonso 3.7 to Lawson. That's 11%. That is 11%. You're right. My maths are all over the place there. Hanko, thanks for correcting me, buddy. Yes, you are correct. 11% to Max, 12 to Piastri. And a whopping 14% to Norris. But yeah, you are right there, Hanko. It was 11%. It's now switched over to 10%. So, but it is the main thing there is it is still reducing. As Verstappen, I think he's too far back there. Stephen, how did you get the sponsor on your car? If you play on PC, you can get a mod where it replaces the in-game sponsors with real-world sponsors. So, Max, is he charged the battery up and going for another push here? Looks like he is. There's a lot of the race left rooting for you, but I'm worried about these tyres. Yeah, the tyres are a bit on a knife edge here. I must admit, I think it's going to be a struggle to keep Max behind us. As this might be his moment. Is he juiced to the inside? Max, is he going to make the move here? Come on, Ricciardo. We've got Ricciardo on defence, so he is being aggressive with the defence, and he does again there. So Max is being frustrated behind Ricciardo. Could you pit? There's no point in pitting because it's 21 seconds, so at the minute we'd come out behind Hamilton. Yeah, the rain's going to stay, so yeah, there's no point in pitting. Right, this is a tasty little battle with Max, though. Right, now it is 9% difference. Now it's 10, so it's between, it's about not. Yeah. 9% now. It's fluctuating between 9 and 10%. And Max is using a bit of his tyre life, getting a bit hotter his tyres behind Ricciardo. This is what we want. Now 8%. He's obviously pushing very hard on those tyres. It's worth using a little bit of battery here.
Understood.
If we can keep him behind long enough that that tyre advantage is lost. That's what we're looking for here. Oh, Lawson, it's 2.2 to Alonso. Let's give Lawson a bit of a deployment for a little while there. And here we go again then. I think I'm going to deploy a little bit out of here.
Overtake available.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, Piastri has got this one in the bag, though, if it continues like this. Right, yeah, 8% the tyre difference now. I wonder if anyone is worse than us. Not really. Lawson, Ricciardo, one of the worst drivers on the grid in terms of tyres, but... I'm going to harvest into this first corner, try and build a bit of battery life back up.
Charge on.
Okay.
Did you see the Mexico Grand Prix? I did indeed. Very tasty.
Charge off.
Understood.
Max must be pushing on these tyres. Still 8%. I wonder if that's going to tick over to 7%. I mean, we might as well fight this. We've got enough advantage on Lando, I feel.
Fit back on tires when you can.
And Lawson's back up to 3 seconds. I feel like Lawson might be under threat, though, in the last few laps. They've got a bit of tyre life that they can push, both of those.
Okay, we have a bit more.
Mango, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, buddy. All right, here we go. Max is very close again.
Overtake available.
Not close enough, though.
Okay.
What we can actually do is go a little bit light through here.
Okay.
Okay, to pick up the pace. Overtake available. Overtake available.
Still 8%.
Okay.
7% now. No, 8%. So it's 7 to 8% the difference. Max deserved them penalties. Yeah, the only thing I said earlier, and as I say, this is not being in favour of Max because I'm a McLaren fan, but the first 10-second penalty I don't get why that was a 10-second penalty, because every penalty so far this season for similar instance has been a 5-second penalty. So the only thing I would say is not sure why the first one was a 10-second. The second one, I don't know what he was doing. He was just, yeah, that was a bit of a mad moment from him. So I can see why the 10-second was applied, because it was quite dangerous, that second one. So yeah, if he would have got a 5-second for the first, 10-second for the second one, I think, well, Max fans probably not, because they're not very reasonable, but could probably see it. But yeah, 10-second for both was very rare. But maybe they were saying a message to him, and of course that came out of after the driver's briefing, after they were speaking about overtaking rules. So I don't know what the outcome of that. Maybe the steward said if we see any of that in terms of, I don't know, battling up top, then there's going to be a harsher penalty. I don't know. But he definitely deserved penalties nonetheless. But he's been a good boy here behind us. He's not tried anything yet on Danny Ricciardo here. Yeah, you think McLaren stay P1 in the championship or Ferrari? I think McLaren, but Oscar's been off at the last couple of races, so we need Oscar to get some form back. But yeah, I still fancy McLaren. It looks like Red Bull will finish third though, because Perez is just not going to do anything, is he, unfortunately? For Sergio. Alright, we've still got 3 seconds Lawson to Hamilton. Yeah, Max has stopped his
really
pushing for now, I think. I've just gone through that phase, so it's now starting to get wetter, but these tyres are not going to make it to the end of the race. They're not going to make it to the end. I don't know if anyone's going to make it to the end. We're going to have to box. We're going to have to box, chat, because this is not going to work. You have to box with both drivers, unfortunately.
Yep, box confirmed.
We thought that might happen with that that stint where it just got a little bit, not dry, but less wet, shall we say.
Copy, box.
I think Max is going to struggle, you know. That's 18 laps.
Copy.
I think a lot of these are going to struggle. $18 laps, that's a long way to go. Piastri, Norris, Charles, maybe if they went conserve and light, but they'll be slow. I can't see Verstappen, Alonso and the rest of them getting to the end here. So we do have to stop again, but I think it hopefully will work out for us here. I think anyone who stays out will be mugged. This should work, hopefully. You can't do 18 laps, 15% tyres burn, because after 30 the tyre are painfully slow. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. I think we need to get in. Lawson, we need to calm down a bit. We're just trying to push in for in-lap, but we didn't want to get a puncture on the way in.
Copy, box.
Alright, this will be interesting to see if anyone else comes in. Daniel Ricciardo in the pit. Verstappen stays out.
Take it easy in the pit.
So if he has to pit, we're going to get a nice little undercut. We should be quicker as soon as we're out on these tyres. Just hoping Lawson doesn't get a puncture now. We should be alright. Come on, nice stop, please. Slow. It's slow. It's very slow. It's painfully slow. 6.5. That's 4 seconds too slow. Oh, that's not what we needed. So if anyone pits now, that advantage will be lost in terms of this next lap.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
So Ricciardo out in P7. He's got a nice little gap here.
P7. We have Hamilton ahead. Russell behind us.
Will they get to the end? Yeah, they should. That's fine. Right. Sainz pitted. Oh yeah, Sainz has pitted. Teo Porcher is pitted. So yeah, Ricciardo, sorry, lost 4 seconds there. So any undercut he was going to get would be lost if they come in this lap. If they stay out for another 2-3 laps, we should be able to bag that back. But I think Alonso will be in. Hamilton will probably be in. Let's have a look. Piastri is not in. Is Verstappen in? Verstappen stays out. Norris stays out. Charles Leclerc is in. I'd expect Alonso... No, Alonso stayed out. 31%. Madman. El Plan, apparently. Where is Charles going to feed out in relation to Lawson? Should still be ahead, I'd imagine. There's only 1 lap. Yeah. And we're going to be behind Bottas and Russell here. Oh, this is not great for Lawson. And Ricciardo's right behind Hamilton.
Allez, vieux. Une heure reste now.
Understood.
Come on, Danny Ric, you need to be aggressive here.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Understood.
Come on, come on. We need this. We can't be held up too much here. That's it. There's Max.
Alrighty. Nice.
Bottas back at Mercedes. Yeah, Bottas is back at Mercedes. He's leading the championship as well. We got Lawson on high aggression here.
Alonso 1.6.
Verstappen pits.
Copy.
Ricardo's right bogged down behind Alonso though.
Copy.
Verstappen received. It's a slow stop.
Alonso just pitted.
Balance out the advantage. Ricciardo is going to be straight past. That's a very slow stop.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
And Ricciardo is going to be well clear. I think Charles Leclerc might even jump in. Oh no, that's Hamilton, isn't it, actually? Forgive me, I'm getting excited.
Copy that.
Lawson is clear of Bottas finally. Is he going to jump Alonso here? He does, but Alonso was...
Copy.
Yeah, right, let's let this all settle down. Right, so that Verstappen long stop has helped us massively. What was last lap? 1:45. We're nearly 2 seconds quicker than Oscar Piastri. If Oscar Piastri... We're 24 seconds back. Oscar really needs to pit now to maintain that lead. If not, we might be challenging for the win again here. Alonso's he's 4 seconds back on us here. Right, let's just, I need to edit this, so... Oh yeah, that should still make it then on aggressive. So I don't want to burn the tyres up too quickly here.
And try to cool down the tires while you can. It's slightly coming up.
Let's calm down, everyone.
Okay, understood.
23 seconds. Just looking at intervals here. Is everyone back in? Bottas is staying out. Interesting. And Piastri doesn't pit again. They've got to pit those McLarens, surely. Surely they're going to come in. It's managing these gaps at the moment. Piastri stays out again. I mean, he has, to be fair, got 22 seconds on us. But when his tyres hit 30%, they're going to struggle. Bottas finally does decide to pit. Lawson's got a good 5.8 on Alonso, so we can just manage that. I may go standard just to not burn the tyres up. I can just keep a good at least 3 second buffer to him. They have to stay out now. They've left it too late. Yeah, well, Piastri would lose the lead now if he pits. 42%. They're definitely nursing those tyres now. We're 5.6 to Lando. But we are 18 seconds off Piastri. What was the last lap? 146.4. We're still a second and a half quicker. So, yeah, in 11 laps, we would be very close to Oscar. We've got to get past Lando very quickly. Lawson's looking pretty safe on Alonso now. Someone else not stopped. Hamilton's at 27%. Lewis is at 27%. What's he doing? So I wonder why Lawson wasn't in 6th. Hamilton's got to come in. There's no chance he's going to the end. Hamilton surely now. Hamilton's staying out. Hamilton, the madman, is staying out. Use Ricciardo's spare fuel. Yeah, good call. We gained that back very quickly being a wet race. Right, change to damp. Now, this is where...
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Just want to check. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, this is where we need to be careful with the tyres. Piastri pits! Piastri pits! What is going on? Why now? What are McLaren doing? What are McLaren doing? Piastri pits. Lando will take the lead. Steven says inters. That's bold if they've got an inters.
He did a great job.
Hamilton's in the pits finally as well. Maybe that's what they were waiting for. And he has gone inters. So they were waiting for this dip. They were waiting for this little dip, but the wets will still be better for a few laps here. Now for us, we may as well stay out on the wets because the challenge really is only Piastri. Daniel on P3, what I missed? We qualified on pole with a massive toe from Lawson, but it's been a topsy-turvy old race, and Piastri has got to be nailed on for the win now. They played that well, to be fair. We've got to hope that they burn up pretty quickly, though. Or that he doesn't get them into the window. We would pit if... yeah, we can't really pit, to be fair. If everyone else pitted, if Verstappen and Charles jumped into the pits, then we would pit for inters, but there's no point. Because Piastri will take the lead anyway. So by staying out, we should at least secure P2. I think Norris is trying to make these tyres last to the end, though, but I don't know if that's the right choice either. Lawson would be past Lando as well, but Lando, of course, would have inters.
Norris 1.4. Keep the head down.
It's going to dry out, isn't it, quite significantly now towards the end. Right, let's just cruise up to the back of Lando, hopefully, here. Got Hulkenberg in the way here, a bit of traffic. But this, of course, would be for the win. Well, I say the win. This would be for first place. This would be to lead the race. But it may be brief, because I think Oscar Piastri is going to be pretty rapid soon on those inters.
Can press overtake.
Yeah, we've got high overtake here. Now Lando, we should be able to get past him pretty quick. I'm surprised Lando's not come into the pits. Here we go though, Daniel Ricciardo
Norris
easily past Lando Norris. He leads the race here in Miami. Is Lando going to jump into the pits? No, he's sticking out. Lando's going to the end on those tyres. That's brave. RB gets out of the way. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But these tyres will start to burn up now because as the moisture goes out of the track, they're going to burn up, and Piastri's going to be very quick. I just want to look how's Lawson doing. He's got 6 seconds. Lawson should be absolutely fine, I feel, now for 6th. Hamilton, he's too far back. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Please be a safety car.
P1.
It's not, it's just a yellow. As Drogovic locks up, safety car would have been lovely.
It's obviously quite wet out there. And the car just locks. But
not ideal there. Lawson has been forgotten. I know, poor Lawson. We've hardly watched him this race. But he should be comfortably now in P6. Just needs to bring it home. Ricciardo should be at least P2. Yeah, these tyres are very hot. They're going to burn out very quick. Yeah, it's not going to get wetter. It is not going to get wetter. Smash a like on the stream, though. Try to drive Ricciardo home for me for the victory here. I think it's going to be difficult. Piastri is coming. There he is. He's behind his teammate now. And really, there should be team orders there at McLaren asking Lando to get out of the way very, very quickly. For us, hopefully not. Hopefully he gets held up between this RB and Lando here. Oh, yes, that's what we like. Thank you very much. Lando pits. Well, McLaren are having a very odd strategy here. So Lawson will go up to P5, but how far back will Lando be? And Piastri should be pretty rapid now. He's in clean air. We've got any more traffic coming up? We've got Zhou. He's got to get past Hulkenberg. We've got Zhou. We tried to get some back markers in the way of this battle. All right, Norris is out. Yeah, I think he'll be coming back past Lawson pretty quickly, to be fair. Yeah, he's not far behind at all. So, yeah, I think that one's going to be hard to keep for Lawson. But P6, we certainly take that. Oscar's not really gaining enough, but that will obviously change with the weather. Wow, he's so quick. Yeah, it's just going to get worse and worse for us on these wets, unfortunately. And he's going to get quicker and quicker. So I think it's going to be a pretty hard task. Although the RB looks like he's doing us a favour. It's Hulkenberg, isn't it? Yeah, Hulkenberg's fighting Piastri here, which is very nice. And who do we need to get? Zhou, isn't it? So we want to try to cruise up to Zhou here. But yeah, I think there's too many laps remaining. Yeah, he's taking... Yeah, it's going to be impossible to keep him back. Within 2 seconds now. As Norris has got past Lawson, as we expected. So Lando now on those inters. And that's the tyre to be on at the moment. Though Lawson's stuck in there for as long as he could. But Lawson is really just about bringing it home in P6. And he's got 5 seconds still on Alonso. And Ricciardo, can he do anything here? I don't think he really can. There is Oscar Piastri. With his 91% intermediate tyres. There's nothing that we're going to be able to do here, unfortunately.
Click overtake available.
Okay, understood.
What we needed is a downpour, and that is not going to happen, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going to have to settle for P2 here. McLaren played it well on Piastri's part, to be fair. Held out just enough time to get those inters on.
Okay, understood.
4 more laps.
Okay, understood.
Didn't go aggressive, but that will really burn these tyres up. I don't think it's much point doing it because Oscar can go any way he wants. Please do not crash now. Oscar can crash. That'll be nice.
Update on tires.
Oscar's through. The dream comes to an end, but that was always going to be a hard fight. McLaren, to be fair, they had the advantage up the track, so he could have pitted earlier on wets and still had a good advantage, or left it late and gone on to the Inters. So they had the luxury of doing that. But we have got 10 seconds on Max Verstappen, so we can just bring the car home. Oscar Piastri looks like he's going to score a nice win here for McLaren. Lawson's got 4 seconds on Alonso, so we'll just monitor that. We have a little look at Lawson. Poor Lawson. He's been neglected all races, Lawson. Even on the track he's neglected. Look, no one round him. DNF, imagine. Not for us. I don't want to imagine that. Still a good job to get second. Yes, very much. Ricciardo got second last time out, so these new upgrades working very well for us. Tyres down to 49%. Just have got to monitor that a little bit, but the margins are good enough that we should be absolutely fine on that front. I mean, Ricciardo can probably go light.
Understood.
As I say, we're sort of at the peak of our powers with this design work. We're going to ease off on design. So, although it looks good at the moment, battling for wins and podiums, that is going to decline across the next few races, with the hope of next season, 2026, being the season where we battle for a championship. But Daniel Ricciardo's contract runs out at the end of the season, but he's on phenomenal form from the back end of last season, and he scored points in every race this season. He's going to go back-to-back with 2 second places. So Daniel Ricciardo's doing enough for a contract renewal at the moment. He is only 81 rated. That's the only problem now. He's declining, but what can I say? I can't say no to the man, can I? Flexi rear wing upgrade. Yeah, we've got a flexi rear wing. We've got a flexi front wing. We've got the, what's it called? Forget what's called. The old steering wheel Merc had. We've got it all. We've got all the upgrades, all the illegal upgrades on this car. Alonso's getting closer to Lawson, which is a little bit of a worry. It's Hamilton to 1.8. I don't like it. I mean, they're getting very close. I mean, like Hamilton is there. Where's that come from? Is Hamilton on Inters? Yes, he is. That's fine. Well, it's not fine because we're losing a place, but I thought he was going to be too far back to get Lawson.
Maybe smart and patient.
That makes sense. I wonder why Hamilton is coming at that rate of knots. Are you using mods, and if so, where could I get them? I forget the website, but you just put F1 Manager 24 mods. It'll be the first one. I think, is it Overtake? It'll be the first website, effectively. Well, that makes more sense why Lewis was rapid there, but we're now at 33% tyres here, and there might be a bit of a battle on with Alonso.
Okay, copy.
Max Verstappen, we've got 7 seconds on Max. Lawson's down to 31%. Oh god, this is all going wrong. Please do not get a puncture here. Norris is 6 seconds behind. Oh my goodness.
1 more lap to go.
Okay.
We're slower than the RBs. We're trying. Don't crash into us.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
2 seconds for Alonso. We've still got to do another lap with Lawson. He's down to 28%. Oh, God.
Copy.
Norris will get Max. Norris has got Max. Norris might get Danny Ric at this rate.
You can use overtake.
Yeah.
Our tyres are absolutely crispy out there. Norris is 3.8. Oh my goodness, this is not what you need. Both at risk of a puncture now as well. Please don't end in tears. Oh. Alonso is going to be very close to Lawson here. Oh dear. Norris 2.6 behind Ricciardo.
And keep an eye on the battery.
You watch any football? I do. I'll respond to you in a second, Stephen. Let me just see this out. Denny Alonso will get him. Don't say that, Denny. There's Lando Norris in the background. Oscar Piastri's won by 16 seconds to Ricciardo, as is the drop-off from Ricciardo. But Ricciardo, although it's only going to be about a second from Lando Norris in the end, Daniel Ricciardo is going to achieve P2 in Miami. Where is Fernando Alonso? He's still a second back on Lawson, but Lawson's tyres could blow up at any moment here.
Good job.
No battery, no tyre, no nothing for Lawson. Williams undertaking, unlapping himself.
At the bridge, it will be P1 and P0.
Alonso's all over the back of us here. Is Alonso going to try and drag us to the line? I don't think he's going to have enough, is he? Lawson does it.
Okay, that's
P7. Wow, that got a bit twitchy at the end, but it is P2 for Daniel Ricciardo. It's another podium, and it's P7 for Liam Lawson, his best result of the season, and more valuable points for us in potentially our battle with Aston Martin later in the season as we drop off. But what a result for Ricciardo and Lawson. You've got to give a like on the stream for that one.
That was a fantastic performance from Daniel Ricciardo.
This podium is something the whole team can be proud of. Excellent.
Azu XXY, thanks for the follow.
Oh, that's a wonderful scene. The team getting their first chance to congratulate their driver on a job
And there we
well
go,
done.
Team Lotus, second place.
And I'm not sure there's
Here he
anyone who
is.
enjoys a podium
As I
quite
always
like
say, Daniel Ricciardo's living on in this multiverse, in our universe. Double podium for McLaren. Oscar dominated really in the end. But Danny Ric, P2 for Team
And
Lotus.
after a hot and sweaty Miami Grand Prix, I think this is as good a time as any.
Hot and sweaty,
to
I'm
cool
hot and
off.
sweaty. That was getting a bit twitchy for me in the end. Alonso would get him. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, Denny. That was harsh. But no, you didn't get him. It was very close in the end. Should have saved DRS. Yeah, we should have. Alex, to be fair, I thought we were absolutely comfortable in P2 and P7. But, yeah, the tyres burnt up very, very quickly there. Stephen, do you watch any football? I do indeed. On my sins, I support Manchester United, who, by all means, have got a new manager, it looks like, today. So, race results. Oscar Piastri wins it. Daniel Ricciardo secures a podium. Did start on pole, but we are very happy with P2. Lando Norris third. Max Verstappen fourth. Lewis Hamilton fifth. Charles Leclerc sixth. Liam Lawson seventh, so he finished where he started. Fernando Alonso eighth. George Russell ninth. Valtteri Bottas got knocked out in Q2. The World Championship leader. He does go up 5 places, but it's only a point for Valtteri. So does he still lead the championship after this one? And no real surprises down here. And we had the early retirement of Gasly and Ocon. Drivers' Championship. So Bottas does still lead at 7 points, but that's because we had a sprint as well. So Bottas is still leading. Max in second. So gains 10 points. So it's not that significant. But Oscar Piastri, big gains for him across this sprint weekend. 32. So he's within one of Max. And not too far back. 29 points, if that's quick maths, on Valtteri Bottas. Lando Norris 4th. Charles Leclerc 5th. Lewis Hamilton 6th. Daniel Ricciardo up to 7th. 58 points already after 6 races. He got 13, I think, in all of 2024. Carlos Sainz, no points, had ERS issue. He's down to 8th place. And George Russell 9th. Fernando Alonso 10th. And Liam Lawson takes a good chunk of points. He's now on to 10 points in 11th. And K-Mag 12th. The rest of the drivers yet to score. That's rough, United. Yeah, it's very rough at the moment. But who knows what this new manager might bring. Hopefully it can't get much worse. McLaren now lead the Constructors' Championship, so a great haul of points, 52. So they're into first place. They lead Mercedes, and due to, well, really Bottas getting knocked out to Q2 and only gaining a point. So it's McLaren, then Mercedes, and then Red Bull, then Ferrari. So still relatively close between these top 4. We get a really good haul of points ourselves to go on to 68 points. As I say, I think we're battling Aston Martin. Although we're ahead now, our design work will drop off. So Aston may come back at us later in the season. So we need to gain as many points as we can. Yeah, mate, see you later. No worries, Stephen. Thanks for dropping in. Have a nice evening, buddy. Thank you. So yeah, as many points as we can to keep that battle up with Aston Martin. The rest of the teams yet to score. So you've got RB, Williams, Haas, Kicksauber and Alpine. Can't imagine we did any pit stop times, did we? No. We have got a new sporting director in though, so we are very much focused on improving our pit stops. So on average, they're about 2.5 to 2.7 at the moment. So you can see, judging by this, we're losing nearly just under half a second to the rest of the grid. So that's something we are working on now. But that is going to bring this stream to an end. So thank you for dropping in. If you haven't already and you have enjoyed the stream, please do like the stream. Really helps me out. As I always say, we stream this on a Tuesday and Friday, 7:15 GMT. So we're back on Friday to continue it and see how we go in that one. But as I say, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the comments. Thanks if you just sat in the background and watch. I really appreciate all of the support, likes and comments. If you're not already, please do subscribe or follow. And we'll be back on Friday to continue our